Namaskar. Hawk from Help a Hawk Healing. And Rules of the Mind Part 3. So, thank you for joining me again. Your mind responds to the words you use and the pictures you make. So, we know the mind learns by repetition. What words are you using? What pictures are you making? What is your imagination doing with your mind? You know, if you imagine yourself as the strongest man in the world and you work out, you too could be Arnold Schwarzenegger or, whoever happens to be the strongest man in the world right now. I'm not sure that he was ever the strongest man, but he was one of the strongest and won many bodybuilding competitions. He used his words. He used his pictures. He used visioning. He used visualization. He used all these rules of the mind that I'm going through this week to be able to become who he is. A movie star, even though he couldn't speak the language. So, think about that. Think about the words you're using. Are you being kind to yourself? The pictures you're making of yourself, are they enjoyable pictures? Are you a kind person to yourself and others? Do you love yourself? Are you making yourself the way you want to be with how you're looking at yourself? When you look in the mirror, do you love what you see? When you look in your own eyes, do you love who you see? So, since your mind is responding to the words you use and the pictures you make you the picture of who you want to be. And use words. I love myself. I'm in love with myself. I'm married to myself. I'm whole and complete within myself. Everything I need is within me. These rules work. I'm telling you. Well, whether you're using them consciously or not, these rules are working in the background. Now, your mind wants to stay with what is familiar while avoiding what is unfamiliar. What is unfamiliar? Being nice to ourselves. Being kind to ourselves. Our society and culture has built it in to the point where if we are nice to ourselves, that's considered narcissistic. Oh, he loves himself. That's a bad thing. But that's not what those great masters said. They said, love others as you love yourself, or as you love yourself, love others. That means that's got to be all and complete right here before I can give you whole and completeness. That means I have to fill myself up here before I can help you figure out how to fill your cup. So your mind is always working to avoid what is unfamiliar. Well, guess what? Why don't you make the things unfamiliar that make you look bad or make you feel bad about yourself? Or you say, oh, my nose is crooked. Well, my nose is crooked. I got punched several times, actually. I've had bicycle wrecks. I'm missing teeth, menthol cigarettes, genetics, beliefs. What is it I can do today that will turn the unfamiliar, which is loving myself, enough to be able to love others, into the familiar? How is it I can take what I'm doing today that is unfamiliar to me and make it familiar? Well, let's go back to rule number 1. The mind learns by repetition. Now then, whatever you focus on, you are going to get more up, no matter what it is. If you focus on how ugly you are, well, you're going to get more ugly. If you focus on how fat you are, you're going to get more fat. If you focus on how not enough you are, you're going to get more not enough. If you focus on what a failure you are, you're going to get more failure. If you focus on how unlucky you are, you're going to get more unlucky. But if you take the time to focus on how wonderful you are, how wonderful your life is, and what a wonderful day you're having, in spite of what's going on around you, You are responsible for the decisions you make. Now, if somebody reaches out and slaps the fire out of you, or kicks the pee out of you, or screams you into a corner for no reason, well, hey, yeah, an emotional response to that, actually the one where they're screaming at you, you can still decide to not have any emotional reaction to that. No matter what anybody says, they cannot make you feel something unless they reach out and touch you. Think about that. I cannot make you feel anything. Now, I can inspire you to decide to feel something, but unless I reach out and touch you, I cannot make you feel anything. So, your mind wants to stay with familiar while avoiding the unfamiliar. Well, guess what? Make the unfamiliar familiar. Make I love myself. I am enough. I am whole and complete within myself familiar. And then you will have the mind coming back to the familiar, which is, I'm enough. I love myself. I'm whole and complete within myself. Everything I need is within me. I love myself. Make those the familiar things you say. Because whatever you focus on, you're going to get more of. Whatever you focus on, you're going to get more of. And you make your beliefs, and your beliefs make you. Just like you make your habits, and your habits make you. You make your beliefs about yourself. And then those beliefs make you. Now, admitted, while we're children, if we have unconscious parents that don't know what they're doing, they're going to instill beliefs in us that are a lot harder to overcome. Believe me, I can tell you that. Yeah, you think this right here, these lines have anything to do with age? No, they have to do with overcoming beliefs that my parents and school systems put into me. My not enoughness. My God doesn't love me. My God has cursed me. Before I ever was even thought of, before I was a gleam in my parents' eyes, God cursed me. Well, how much hate is that? Considering that God is love. So you make your beliefs, and your beliefs make you. If you make your belief that you are love and you are a part of God, and you repeat that to yourself 9,999 times every day, believe me, by the time you get to number 10,000, your subconscious mind is going to make you know that you are a part of God, incarnate on this planet, no matter what you do. So thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. Let me know in those comments below what you need to know about. Let me know how I can help you. Let me know what advice I can give you. Sometimes I feel like I'm preaching, hey, if my delivery ain't for you, I get it. Go somewhere else. But if my delivery can adjust some way, let me know. Because I want to help you. I was helped. How can I help you? Namaskar.